For most of his life in Indiana, there were two constants for Andrew Smith: the game and the girl.
We always would get a lot of looks, but I mean, he was 6'11", I'm 5'1.5". He was this ginormous, gentle sweetheart, so I loved it. I mean, you've got a 6'11" guy that can move and can handle the ball, so there were a lot of schools calling, but he knew he always wanted it to be Butler.
Arriving at Butler's famed Hinkle Fieldhouse in 2009, Smith was eager to contribute.
We knew that this was a guy that didn't move like most 6'11" guys. He was far more mobile. But at the same time, he had an incredible work ethic and a total humility.
His motor, it was always running. His 7-foot frame and his 245 pounds was giving his 100% every single day.
As a freshman reserve, Smith helped the Bulldogs to build a 23-game win streak on their way to facing Kansas State in the Elite Eight.
I remember when he checked in and my heart just sunk in a good way and in a terrible way and just in a, like, please just do your job and do it well.
Said, hey, listen, they've got a ton of size. Just be you. You know, just do what you do.
Butler is going to the Final Four.
They would face Duke for the title, and the Bulldogs' chances came down to an unforgettable final second shot.
Half-court heat for three. It's off the rim, and it's over in Indy.
Smith's second season, he helped Butler return to the Final Four, this time losing to UConn for the title. 2 years later, Smith left his number 44 jersey behind.
He graduated, and then literally the next weekend was when we got married, because we'd just been waiting so long, you know, to get married. So we'd gotten married. We had an apartment in Zionsville, kind of in this limbo state of what's next.
They moved to Lithuania, where Andrew began playing professionally in the fall of 2013 to start their life together.
My first maybe insight to something being wrong, Andrew just wasn't, he couldn't bounce back from a cough. And then there was a lymph node that started to swell in his neck.
Andrew and Sam returned to America, checked into a hospital, and received the diagnosis: cancer. By the spring of 2015, it had morphed into leukemia. Despite receiving a bone marrow match and transplant, by the holidays it was clear. The diagnosis was terminal.
He said, I'm sorry. He just said he was sorry.
January 12th, 2016. Andrew's fight ended. He was 25 years old. Following Andrew's wishes, all attending the funeral were asked to do something more than mourn.
We very non-traditionally held a bone marrow drive at Andrew's celebration of life service.
More than 100 signed up as potential bone marrow donors. The idea would eventually grow into Project 44, a donor initiative to honor Andrew. Less than 3 months later, Sam got a call.
My phone goes off and I see Chase, is calling. And he said, Sam, I'm a match for a little boy. I had signed up at Andrew's funeral service.
The match was Chase Stigall, a guard who'd started alongside Andrew in the 2011 national title game, a teammate from both Final Fours.
The only thing I knew was little boy in the continental U.S. That's all I knew.
Come on, Big Shot. Come on. Come on.
That boy was Deegan Scott. As Andrew's fight was ending, his was just starting. In March 2016, Deegan was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia and began the fight of his life with chemo cycles for nearly 6 months.
Watching the nurses come in all suited up because they can't touch what they're about to put in your child.
Ultimately, Deegan required a bone marrow transplant. In August 2016, Chase underwent the procedure.
I didn't know his name. I didn't know his story. Nothing.
1 year later, Chase would meet his match.
It was really special to finally meet him and finally see that he's a healthy little boy that runs around and is enjoying life.
Deegan Scott, accompanied by his mom and dad, Amy and Cliff. Welcome.
Hi, buddy.
In little Deegan, it is every bit Chase's marrow running through his bones, but it is the heart of Andrew running through his blood. Just seeing the courage and the fun and just carelessness of being a little boy, like those are just things that I love seeing. Because sometimes I would see those things in Andrew. There's so much beauty in seeing this little boy just being a little boy.
In one's body, in another's spirit, in this place, they are forever connected. The memory of the big man and the life of the little boy.